Welcome to Sacred Heart Cathedral for tonight's match featuring the Wildcats of St. Ignatius and your Sacred Heart Cathedral Fighting Irish. Please stand for our opening prayer. Let us remember that we are in the holy presence of God. God of all that is good, we thank you for gathering the communities of Sacred Heart Cathedral Prep and St. Ignatius together tonight. In the spirit of good sportsmanship, we ask for your special blessing on this game, that we may use our God-given talents to provide exciting competition and great reward for all athletes, coaches, family, and friends here to support us. For a safe and exciting game, we pray in gratitude for this opportunity tonight. Live Jesus in our hearts forever. And now for tonight's starting lineups. First for the Wildcats is announced by head coach Michelle Ripka, assisted by Emily Barada, Adriana LeBaron, and Jen Curtin. Number 3, Leo Wesselin. Number 6, Zoe Wong. Number 7, Mary Shepard. Number 8, McDonald-O'Brien. Number 11, Maria Kemiji-McDonald. Number 14, Rachel Harrison. And number 18, Claire Healy. And now, the starting lineup for the Fighting Irish, as announced by head coach Mark Aviva, assisted by James Jacobus and Chrissy Evans. Number 1, Amanda Lee. Number 3, Ira Arce. Number 9, Daniela Chris-Mani. Number 13, Madison Murtaugh. Number 16, Sarah Jones. Number 21, Courtney Wong. And number 22, Danielle Westerman. Good luck to both teams in tonight's contest.
One of the best rivalries in the country is Sacred Heart SI. Those two teams tonight meet in the first round of the WCAL Volleyball Playoffs tonight from Sacred Heart Cathedral Preparatory in San Francisco. Good evening, everyone. I am Pat O'Rourke, excited to do this broadcast involving the St. Ignatius Wildcats and the Sacred Heart Cathedral Fighting Irish. The teams have finished 4th and 5th place in the very tough WCAL. Sacred Heart, the 4th seed, and St. Ignatius, the 5th seed. These teams tied in the league with 3-3 conference marks, but Sacred Heart Cathedral playing on their home court because of their earlier win this season against SI, 25-12, 20-25, 25-21, and 25-23. The Irish are the team in white, and the white jerseys, and of course the green numbering and lettering, the green shorts. St. Ignatius has the red and white jerseys and the blue shorts. And outstanding rivalry, as we mentioned before, but it goes across all sports. But really, when you look at, of course, football, we know how many people go to the football game when these two teams meet. But when you look at volleyball, it's quite a rivalry there as well. It's a rematch of last year's CCS Division III championship won by St. Ignatius. Sacred Heart Cathedral, told you, won the earlier meeting this year. Again, I am Pat O'Rourke with BayPreps.com. The winner of this match has to take on the WCAL regular season champion, Top Seed Presentation, who has a bye in this opening round. The other matches going on in the playoffs tonight, Valley Christian's at Archbishop Mitty, and Notre Dame Belmont is at St. Francis. Sacred Heart Cathedral will serve to start this one off, and we are underway. The serve goes from right to left over to the SI side. The attack on the near side is blocked, kept alive by the Wildcats from the back row. The attack is dug out by Sacred Heart Cathedral's Amanda Lee. And now we're going to get 2 hits to call on the set on the attack before the attack was made by Sarah Jones, giving St. Ignatius the side out, and they lead by the score of 1-0. Zoe Wan will serve for St. Ignatius. The Wan serve goes to the other Wan on the other side, Courtney Wan, and it's block made by the Wildcats, kept alive for SI. At the middle, the attack is blocked by Madison Murdaugh, and we are tied at 1 apiece. Michelle Hines is into the match for Sacred Heart Cathedral as Sarah Jones goes out. Hines will serve from right to left. Pat O'Rourke with you here, along with Jerry Gerard, who's running the camera and the computer, as the attack at the middle is down and good. Nicely done by McDonald-O'Brien to put St. Ignatius back in front by the score of 2-1. Pass made by the Irish. The dink is over and good. Nicely done by the freshman Madison Murdaugh. At 6'1", she comes out of the match, and in her place is Daniela Crismani as we are tied at 2. Again, in the opening set WCAL playoffs. Bad pass by the Wildcats. That is an ace. Maria Kemiji-McDonald could not make the pass on the serve from Amanda Lee. And it puts Sacred Heart Cathedral in front by the score of 3-2. Pass is made this time. The set by Zoe Wan. The attack is through and good. Nicely done by McDonald-O'Brien. Her second kill. Now we're tied at 3. The Irish and the Wildcats from Sacred Heart Cathedral. Great San Francisco rivalry as McDonald-O'Brien serves. Set goes to the far side. The attack is good. Nicely done by Danielle Westerman, the 6'1" senior. Puts Sacred Heart Cathedral back in front. Into the match for the Irish is Aria Derigi, and she is going to serve. And a Derigi serve. Not a good pass. Off balance set by Juan. The push into the back. Ran down by Amanda Lee. Bumped up on the near side. The attack by Courtney Juan. Wildcats will play it to the far side. The attack nicely dug out by Hines. Kept alive on the near side for Courtney Juan. Dug out Irish. They go to the middle. The attack through the touch by Leah Weselick. The attack for the Irish comes from Crismani. Wildcats come back with Weselick. Far side. It is Stephanie Lee. Dug out in the back row. Kept alive. A dink over by Claire Healy. Bumped up for the Irish. Again, it is Courtney Wan. Blocked. Kept alive, Sacred Heart Cathedral. Hines has to bump it over on a free ball. Wildcats play it in the front. Here is Claire Healy. Dug out by Hines on her knees. Wan at the 3-meter line. Sends it in the back row. The libero, Rachel Garrison. Here are the Irish sending it right back. Stephanie Lee, great rally here. The dink is over. Dug out by Derigi on the dive. Wan gets another opportunity through the touch. Played by Weselek. Now it's Healy, and it's too wide, and the long rally finally goes to Sacred Heart Cathedral Prep. Noise made by the Irish fans as Derigi again serves. The near side attack, dug out. Great job by the libero in the back, Amanda Lee. Here's Courtney Wan trying to go down the line, but she sends it too wide, and St. Ignatius pulls to within 1 at 5-4. Into the match for St. Ignatius is Mary Shepard, and Shepard will go back to serve. Shepard sends it over to Lee, the libero. The attack by Crismani, dug out back there by Kemiji-McDonald. Here's a dink that's through for Claire Healy. Her first kill of the match, and SI pulls even at 5. Mary Shepard will again serve. She is a junior for this Wildcat team. Pass made in the back by Juan. The attack by Stephanie Lee. Through the touch, handled by Healy. At the middle, blocked was Leah Weselek. Sent over on a slide. Derigi runs it down. Juan on the near side. Good. Courtney Juan. The only player we'll see tonight that was named first team all WCAL as those results came out today. Kevin Donahue sent those out, the WCAL Sports Information Director, and there is an ace by the aforementioned Courtney Wan to put Sacred Heart Cathedral in front by a couple. But Courtney Wan, first team all WCAL. That is an honor in this outstanding conference. Set goes to the near side. The attack down and good nicely by Weselek to pull SI back within a point. And going back to serve is Claire Healy. Healy, a senior on this Wildcat team. Very good senior class. The attack in the middle is through the touch from Sarah Jones, but kept alive. Here is Healy powering it through the block from behind that 3-meter line. Claire Healy's got her second kill, and she'll get another opportunity to serve with this match now tied at 7 in the opening set. Again, this is the WCAL Girls Volleyball Playoffs. Tries to serve it short, but Crismani runs it down. Setting by Derigi. The attack is good from Stephanie Lee. 4 different players have registered kills for Sacred Heart Cathedral, and the Irish are back in front. They'll bring in the freshman Murdaugh. She checks in for Lee. Pat O'Rourke with you here on BayPreps.com. excellent matchup between these two San Francisco rivals. Libero Garrison makes the pass. The attack through by Maria Kemiji-McDonald. Her first kill. Back into the match, McDonald-O'Brien as Leah Westlake goes out. And serving will be Garrison. Played up front. Set goes to the near side. The attack by Murdaugh is blocked. Nicely done by McDonald-O'Brien to put St. Ignatius in front by a point. Going back to serve is Rachel Garrison. Serve it short to Jones. DeRighi tries to get it back to Jones. Jones off balance, still manages to hit it through the touch. And she's got a kill. 5 different players with kills for the Irish now as we pull even. Ira Arce is in. Also in Danielle Westerman. Arce, a 5-foot junior, will serve with the score tied at 9. Passed up by Healy. The set goes to the middle. The attack by Kemiji-McDonald. Now it's Sarah Jones from the other side. Dug out by Shepard. Again, it's Kemiji-McDonald. Play by Jones up front. In the back row, Courtney Wan tries to lay it into the SI back row. But it's played by Garrison. Then Healy sends it too long. Sacred Heart Cathedral back in the lead as Arce again serves. This could be an excellent match that goes back and forth all night. They're still filing in here at Sacred Heart Cathedral. The attack on the near side is good. Nicely done. Attacking from her right to left, McDonald-O'Brien, the senior who was all WCAL a year ago and made it to the second team this year. Again, those just announced today. The left-handed serve by Zoe Wan. The Irish play it for Murdaugh. Dug out by Healy. Near side. The attack by Payne Cowley. Irish there to get it. Murdaugh's dink, good. Found the middle of the SI court. And Murdaugh's got her second kill, which leads Irish players. Sacred Heart Cathedral back in front by 1. Checking in to serve is Michelle Hines. We're in the opening set. Played up front by Kemiji-McDonald. She tries to dink it over. Dug out by Hines on a dive. Kept alive. A free ball over. Good hustle by the Irish. The attack in the middle is blocked. McDonald-O'Brien was stuffed. I think Murdaugh got a big piece of that. And Sacred Heart Cathedral is up 2 as Hines will again serve. This Irish team is gritty defensively. They will run down a lot of balls. And not too bad at the block either. And now we have the Irish, or the Wildcats, in the wrong alignment. And that gives the Irish another point. Puts Sacred Heart Cathedral in front by the score of 13-10. Hines. Bad pass by Kemiji-McDonald. Haley standing, sends it over to Hines. Arce does the setting. The attack, good by Courtney Wan. And the Irish bench liking that to put the Irish up 14-10. So Sacred Heart Cathedral has scored 4 unanswered points to take this 4-point lead. Nobody's used the timeout yet, so serve goes to Garrison. And again, we have SI in the wrong alignment here, and there's the timeout called by the St. Ignatius bench with the score 15-10. You're watching high school volleyball action on BayPreps.com. Pat O'Rourke with you from Sacred Heart Cathedral Prep, where the Irish have a 15-10 lead over St. Ignatius. We're in the opening set, serving for Sacred Heart Cathedral. is Michelle Hines. 5 unanswered points for the Irish. And it led to a timeout by the SI bench. And their head coach, Michelle Ribka, assisted by Emily Barada. Of course, Sacred Heart Cathedral head coach, Margie Bima. The attack in the middle, through the touch and good. The Wildcats come out strong now. The timeout as McDonald-O'Brien comes through to pull her team within 1. Serve goes to Lee in the back, but then 2 hits the call on the set by Ira Arce, and it seemed like she knew it. And SI's within 3. Maria Kemiji-McDonald tries to serve it short. Played up front by Murdoch. Courtney Wan through the touch. Wan's got 3 kills. Side out, Sacred Heart. Amanda Lee will serve. Played in the back by the Wildcats. The attack through the touch by Healy. Nicely dug out in one hand by Wan. Standing Hines sends it over. Wildcats play it in their back row. The attack is blocked. McDonald-O'Brien was blocked. Krismani and Westerman both got a piece of that for Sacred Heart. And the Irish are up 5. At the middle, it's Healy sending it in front of the back line. Claire Healy's got 3 kills. McDonald-O'Brien serves it to Hines. Bad pass. It is bumped up for Wan. Wan is blocked. Leah Weselek on the block for SI. St. Ignatius within 3. Again, McDonald-O'Brien. Now a good pass by Hines. It is bumped up for Krismani. Tries to dink it over and dinks it too wide. She wanted a touch. She's not going to get it. But now we are going to get the touch. An appeal to the R1. Give her the touch. Give Krismani a kill. 6 different Irish players have kills now as Aria Dorigi checks in to serve. With the Irish in front by 4. Dorigi. Not a good pass. It is kept alive back there and sent over on a free ball. Setting down on the near side for Courtney Wan. Wan's got her 4th kill, leading all Irish players. The Irish 1-4, the first time these teams met at SI. That was back on the 18th of October. Exactly 2 weeks ago. Serve goes off the top net, played by the Wildcats. Here's Healy at the middle, sending it too long. And the Irish now have their biggest lead of this opening set, up by a half dozen. Dorigi serving. Bad pass. It is kept alive. Slide is blocked at the net. A couple Wildcats bump into each other. It's Healy sent it in the back row. Ran down by Lee, but we're going to get the Irish in the net. Side out, SI. Mary Shepard checks in to serve. Pass made by Lee. Dorigi sets up in the middle for Krismani. Powers it through the block, but then a lift call on SI as Weselek tried to keep it alive. Irish back in front by 6. Sarah Jones checks in. Timeout called by the St. Ignatius bench. Pat O'Rourke with you here on BayPreps.com with Sacred Heart Cathedral in front, 21-15. As you get a look in on the SI huddle right there. And McDonald-O'Brien, the senior for his SI team, told you named to the 2nd team all WCAL today, 1st team last year. Courtney Wong, Sacred Heart Cathedral, named to the 1st team. And then we had some honorable mention players in this match. Amanda Lee and Madison Murdaugh. Lee, a junior, Murdaugh, a freshman. And SI senior Maria Kemiji-McDonald, Also, honorable mention. Congratulations to all the players named today to the All-WCAL All-League team. Emily Sklar of Presentation, no surprise, the most valuable player in this conference. For a Presentation team, it's lost just once all year. They were unbeaten in their league matches. That was a no-brainer. Her as player, Emily Sklar as Player of the Year. Here's the attack through the touch and good by Leah Weselek. SI is within 5. As you can see on your screen, we're in the opening set of this WCAL playoff. Both teams will be moving on to the CCS playoffs no matter what they do here in the WCAL as the serve goes too wide. That's our first service error of the match. Chris Monty goes back to serve for Sacred Heart Cathedral. Good pass by the Wildcats and Weselek. The attack by Kemiji-McDonald is blocked. Sacred Heart Cathedral, very comfortable lead right now. Set goes to the middle. It's a little dink. It's dug out by DeRigia. She went down to get it. Here's Sarah Jones. Dug out in the back by Garrison. From behind the 3-meter line to Healy. Kept alive, Sacred Heart, but they can't send it over on a free ball. Side out Wildcats. The libero, Amanda Lee, 5'2" junior, back in for the Irish. Garrison, junior libero for SI, serves and delivers an ace. First ace of the match for SI. Again, this is, they rule it long. That looked like an ace to me. That looked like that should have been ruled in. Because swore I saw that go in front of the back line. That's a tough break for SI. Instead of it being 23-19, it's 24-18, Sacred Heart Cathedral. Served by Arcee. Set goes the right side. The dink is dug out in the dive nicely by Amanda Lee. Kept alive for Sarah Jones, who sends it through the block. Second kill for Jones. Sacred Heart wins the opening set 25-18. So the Irish, just like they did in the first meeting 2 weeks ago at SI, win the opening set. That time it was 25-12. Tonight, 25-18 in favor of the Irish in the opening set as they are playing on their home floor in these WCAL playoffs. Again, the other matches going on tonight. This is the 4-5 matchup. Both these teams were 3-3 in league, but Sacred Heart Cathedral, because that head-to-head win, is the home team and the higher seed. They're the 4th seed. SI is the 5th seed. The other matches going on tonight, 2nd seed Archbishop Mitty at 23-10 and 4-2 in league is home against Valley Christian, who's 22-15, 0-6 in WCAL, and 3rd seed St. Francis, 25-7, also 4-2 in league. They're the lower seed compared to Mitty because they lost a head-to-head meeting. They're home against Notre Dame Belmont, who's 7-20 and 1-5 in league. Again, Presentation, who won the conference championship during the regular season, has a bye. The semifinals are slated for tomorrow. The finals will be on Thursday. The St. Ignatius fans are trying to get it. We're trying to get a Go Cats chant started, and they did start it between games. St. Ignatius hoping to get the better end of this rivalry like they did last year when they defeated Sacred Heart Cathedral in this gymnasium during the regular season. They won that one in 5, and then they defeated Sacred Heart Cathedral in the CCS Division III championship, winning in 3. Both these teams losing in the CIF quarterfinals last year in Division III, but two outstanding programs who have put their share of titles together. SI last year 34-8, and Sacred Heart Cathedral 28-13. And this year, very good records. Once again, the Irish are 26-7, and St. Ignatius is 24-11. Of course, Sacred Heart Cathedral and SI switch sides, so SI is going to be court to your right, Sacred Heart Cathedral to your left. On the floor for the Irish, Amanda Lees, the libero, along with Sarah Jones, as well as Courtney Wan, Danielle Westerman, Madison Murdaugh, and Ira Arce. Up front for SI, you've got Payne Cowley, Zoe Wan back serving, Rachel Garrison back there along with Claire Healy. Also up front you got Maria Kemiji-McDonald and McDonald-O'Brien. As the serve is over to Wan. Arce does the setting for Westerman. It's a dink, and the block goes out of bounds from SI. Counts as a kill for Westerman. And Sacred Heart Cathedral takes the early advantage in the second set. Michelle Hines comes in to serve for Sacred Heart Cathedral, and she serves it in for an ace. Third ace delivered by the Irish team, who are now up a couple. The serve to Garrison. Near side, Payne Cowley. Good in front of the back line. Side out Wildcats. Payne Cowley's got her first kill. Serve goes to Hines. Westerman, dink, played by Garrison. At the middle, the attack is blocked. Good job by Madison Murdaugh. Just a freshman, but WCAL honorable mention honors this year as Krismani checks in to serve with the Irish up a couple. Near side, the attack by Healy's through a touch handle by Lee. On the near side, it is Healy, and Healy is blocked. Krismani and Westerman combine on that block. And the score is now 4-1 Sacred Heart Cathedral. Here is Healy slamming it home. Healy's got 4 kills. Side out SI. The serve is going to go too long from McDonald-O'Brien. It's 3 service errors for SI, and Sacred Heart Cathedral does not have one yet. Coming in to serve is Aria Dorigi, and she'll try to break that broadcaster's jinx. She keeps it in, so no jinx here. Here's the serve by Claire Healy through the touch, and Sacred Heart was in the net. So SI gets the point. Mary Shepard will serve. Shepard played up front by Lee. At the middle, Krismani, and Krismani can't hit it over. Serve to Wan. On the near side, Wan gets it back. Dug out by Shepard. Behind the 3-meter line. Through the touch, handled by Lee in the back. Courtney Wan. Dug out by Kemiji-McDonald. Claire Healy Easily played by Hines. Stephanie Lee powers it through. 6 different players for the Irish. They will spread it around. 6 different players with 2 or more kills. Sarah Jones is in as Courtney Wan serves. The attack on the far side is through the touch for Leah Weselek. And SI is back within a point in this second set.
Serving for the Wildcats, number 18, Claire Healy.
Claire Healy goes back to serve. Set to the far side, Sarah Jones. She is blocked, kept alive nicely by Juan and sent over in a free ball. So the dink play by Weselek is dug out by Stephanie Lee. Now Sarah Jones to the right hand. Bumped up by Kemiji-McDonald, quickly sent over by Zoe Wan. Irish ready for it, Stephanie Lee sends it through. Irish win the rally. They have gotten the better of those rallies that we have seen tonight. Krismani will serve. Standing is Kemiji-McDonald. It goes to Juan. Sarah Jones, back row, combining with Shepard and Healy. Healy gets it back, sends it over to Derigi. Quickly sent over by Stephanie Lee. Well played by Lee, who is heating up. And the Irish are up 3. Garrison set to the far side. The attack handled by Krismani. At the middle, the dink by Murdoch. Dug out in the back row, standing. Shepard sends it over to Wong. Stephanie Lee again. 5 kills. An Irish high. Sacred Heart Cathedral up 4. They already won the opening set, 9-5. Wildcats go to the near side. Kemiji-McDonald is blocked, and Ignatius cannot keep it alive. Stephanie Lee might have got a piece of that one as well. Timeout by the Wildcats bench. Sacred Heart Cathedral doubling up SI 10-5 in the second set. You're watching high school volleyball action on BayPreps.com. St. Francis won the opening set against Notre Dame tonight in the WCAL playoffs, 25-16. Off balance hit, could not be dug out cleanly by the Irish. Nicely done by Weselek, and St. Ignatius gets that side out that they needed. Mitty took game 1 against Valley Christian in their match, one of the 3 matches going on WCAL playoffs. Told you St. Francis, Notre Dame, Belmont, and Mitty against Valley Christian. And here, this one the most competitive match on paper, the 4 and 5 seeds. The attack by Sarah Jones makes it 11-6, Sacred Heart Cathedral. Into the match is Ira Arce and Danielle Westerman. They check in for Derigi and Stephanie Lee. And the serve. Now a good pass back there by Healy. Has to be bumped up by Juan for Healy. Easily played Amanda Lee. Sarah Jones dug out in the back once again. Healy at the middle. The attack good in front of the back line by McDonald-O'Brien. Second team all WCAL as Payne Cowley checks in. Zoe Wan will serve for the Wildcats, who are within 4. Goes to Courtney Wan. At the middle, the attack dug out nicely by Garrison. Dinked over to the Irish side. Sarah Jones blocked. Good job up front. McDonald-O'Brien, a part of her second block. The Wildcats looking for some momentum, are within 3. Sacred Heart Cathedral won the opening set 25-18. Serve to Lee. Bumped up for Courtney Wan behind that 3-meter line. Played by Garrison on her knees. One-handed hit by Wan on St. Ignatius side, sent over by Healy. Here's Westerman using her strength to power it through for her 3rd kill. Side out Sacred Heart. Michelle Hines is in for Jones. Off her seat, the SI head coach, Michelle Ribka. Sacred Heart Cathedral trying to go up 2-0. Bad pass by Garrison. Healy runs it down near the bench. Standing, sending it over was Payne Cowley. Courtney Wan on the attack. Sends it too wide. Wildcats get the side out. They're within 3. Kemiji-McDonald serves it. Lee makes a pass. The dink by Murdaugh is blocked. And good for an SI point. Again, that looked like McDonald-O'Brien with that block up front. When Sacred Heart Cathedral 1-4 in the first meeting 2 weeks ago. Sacred Heart Cathedral won the first set, but SI took the second. Here's Courtney Wan, dug out in the back row by Kemiji-McDonald. Standing, Garrison, the libero for SI, sends it over to the other libero, Lee. Dink by Murdaugh. Easily played up front, and we had Sacred Heart Cathedral in the net. SI's within 1. 3 unanswered points. It goes to Lee. The attack is blocked. Claire Healy in on the stuff, and we are all knotted at 12 apiece. 4 unanswered points, and that one just a little bit long. 4 service errors for SI, none for Sacred Heart Cathedral. Amanda Lee serving with the Irish back in front by a point on that service error. Lee sends it through the block to pull us even again, 13 apiece. Claire Healy, 6 kills. Leah Weselek is in. McDonald-O'Brien the serve. Battle for the net, and Healy was blocked. Nice job by Danielle Westerman to win that battle at the net. Puts the Irish back in front as Stephanie Lee and Aria Dorigi back in. Dorigi's going to serve here. Irish won that first set 25-18. On the far side, Leah Weselek sends it through the block. Weselek now up to 4 kills. The teams are trading side outs. Who's going to put together the run that makes the difference in this second set? Mary Shepard hoping to have that service run. Tries to serve it short. Easily played by Lee. Dorigi sets it up for Stephanie Lee. Dug out in the back row. Has to be ran down by Garrison. Free balled over by Healy. Irish in control on the offensive end. They go to Charismani. Dug out on the dive by Shepard. A couple of Wildcat players run into each other. They got to get in position again as Courtney Wan goes on the attack. Nice one-handed diving dig by Kemiji-McDonald. Sent over by Healy in the back corner. Great placement shot by Healy, and that gives the Wildcats the lead. The Irish were winning those long volleys, those long rallies. But the Wildcats get the better of that long rally here, and they're in front by 1. Hines makes a pass to Dorigi. Here's Courtney Wan tying it up again. Sarah Jones is in as Hines goes out. Courtney Wan serves. from the back row. Kemiji-McDonald. Krismani from the front row. Good, as the dig went out of bounds. Krismani's got 3 kills. Sacred Heart back in the lead with 2 unanswered points. Juan sends it to Kemiji-McDonald. The attack by Weselek. Juan from about 15 feet beyond the net to Garrison on the other side. Now it's Healy powering it through. 8 kills, that's a match high for Claire Healy. More importantly, she has tied this up at 16.
Serving for the Wildcats, number 18, Claire Healy.
Healy, surprisingly not named to the all-conference teams. Krismani dug out on the knees by Payne Cowley. Healy from the back row. Goes to Juan. Now Stephanie Lee. Irish back in front. Krismani will serve. Teams have traded side outs. Quick tap over, the dump is good by Zoe Juan. Well placed by the sophomore setter, pulling us even at 17. Good match in the opening round of the WCAL playoffs between these two on-time rivals. And now we've got a timeout on the floor. Tied at 17 the second set after Sacred Heart Cathedral won the opening set 25-18. Yes, last year the CCS Division III champion St. Ignatius. They defeated Sacred Heart Cathedral in 3 games in that championship match, 25-15, 25-10, 25-20. Rather easy championship win for SI a year ago. Sacred Heart Cathedral hoping the tables are turned this year. Last year it was SI winning the regular season matchup and then that CCS matchup. Sacred Heart Cathedral now trying to win the regular season in the playoff matchup, and then maybe these teams will meet again in the CCS as the attack by Stephanie Lee goes too long, and SI is up 1. Rachel Garrison serves it. Garrison does have an ace. Not a good pass. DeRigi runs it down. Courtney Juan, 15 feet beyond the net, dumps it over. On the near side, far side, the attack is powered through the block by McDonald-O'Brien. The Wildcats are up 2. And once down as many as 4 early in this second set. Irish go to Murdaugh. She is blocked by McDonald-O'Brien. The Irish with all sorts of momentum right now. Margie Bima up off her seat talking to her team. She wants to talk to the official now. She's telling her captain, Courtney Juan, about saying something to the R1. Maybe disputing whether McDonald-O'Brien was over on the Sacred Heart side of the net there. The Irish needing a side out. Now a good pass by Lee, but DeRigi does a set for Courtney Juan, and Juan is blocked, bumped up by Murdaugh. DeRigi for Sarah Jones. She's blocked. Stephanie Lee is blocked. Great block by SI, and SI wins the point. Great block up front. You got Kemiji-McDonald, a big part of that last block to put SI up by 4. And then a timeout again on the floor, called by Sacred Heart Cathedral. 21-17 in favor of SI in this second set as they try to pull even at 1 set apiece. Sacred Heart Cathedral is such a strong tradition, as you can tell right there with their past CCS Division III championships in the last decade. Two teams, two schools used to winning titles. And just a great San Francisco rivalry. St. Ignatius and Sacred Heart. And SI leads by 4 in the second set after Sacred Heart Cathedral won the opening set 25-18. The Wildcats, we talked about who was going to get that run, who was going to get the momentum, and it's been the Wildcats for the last several points. Garrison serves with her team up 4, serving from right to left on your screen. Set to the far side, Sarah Jones we're going to get, I believe, SI in the net. Jones with her 4th kill. Ira Arce and Danielle Westerman are back in. The serve by Arce. Now good pass SI. Here's the attack from the back. Whoa, that is through and good for Claire Healy. And SI's back in front by 4. Zoe Wan serves. Sends it to Courtney Wan. Westerman tries to push it down the line. Diving to get it, Zoe Wan. The attack is good by Kemiji-McDonald, her 2nd kill. SI up 5. And we've got another timeout on the floor, again called by Sacred Heart Cathedral. With the Irish up 5, the Wildcats up 5, 23-18 after the Irish took the opening set. Pat O'Rourke with you here on BayPreps.com. Thursday night we'll have another volleyball presentation. We'll be in Walnut Creek. And the DVAL championship will be on the line. The Diablo Valley Athletic League, as Berean Christian will go up against Northgate. That's Thursday night at 6 o'clock right here on BayPreps.com. Let's go Cats, the chant from the St. Ignatius faithful. SI serving, trying to close out this second game. The attack in the middle by Murdaugh is good. Side out, Sacred Heart. Freshman's got her 3rd kill as Hines checks in. Irish needing a big rally. And there's another point, as again SI in the wrong alignment there. The rotation call. It's the 3rd time that's happened to them. See if they get that side out here. The attack by Payne. Cowley is powered through the block. 2nd kill for Kylie, and now SI's got 4 chances at game point. Maria Kemiji-McDonald does the serving. Pass made by Amanda Lee. The attack by Courtney Wan. Bumped up, kept alive on the near side, sending it through and sending it too wide is Claire Healy. Side out, Sacred Heart. Still triple game point for SI. Wan does the setting for Healy. Healy's dink, dug out, but no one's going to get the second hit. The Wildcats win the second game, 25-21. We are all even at 1 game apiece. You're watching high school volleyball action. This is BayPreps.com. Yes, you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/BayPreps, or find us on Twitter at Bay Area Preps. We have really increased our Twitter following to a new website we just started a couple months ago. And we have really increased our following, but want you guys to stay connected with us on BayPreps.com, as not just volleyball, but covering all the fall sports here on BayPreps.com. Try to talk to coaches to put those audio interviews up We'll be talking certainly to John Lee, Sacred Heart Cathedral football coach this week, and try to get connected with John Regalia, head coach at SI. And we put those interviews up, but not just all the fall sports we try to pay attention to. Of course, you've got football, volleyball, but also cross country. The water polo WCAL playoffs are going on right now. And of course also women's golf and women's tennis are getting close to closing out their seasons as well. Midi up 2-0 on Valley Christian, winning their second set 25-17. Told you earlier, score we had St. Francis won their opening game tonight against Notre Dame Belmont. Those are the two other WCAL playoff matches. Presentation, the only team not playing tonight, the top seed. The regular season champs have a bye. Sacred Heart Cathedral will serve. Sacred Heart Cathedral will serve to start the third set. And it's going to be Ira Arce, 5-foot junior. One of the setters of this team along with Aria Dorigi. And she'll serve it to Claire Healy, who makes a poor pass, ran down by Garrison. Healy will slide it over, easily play for Amanda Lee. Now it's Murdaugh, and Murdaugh sends it too wide. So the Irish give St. Ignatius the first point, and SI trying to go up 2-1. We'll have Zoe Wan serve. Bad pass. It is ran down, kept alive by Sacred Heart Cathedral. Set made to the middle, just a slide over. Diving to get it, nicely done by Amanda Lee. Great effort there. Here's Courtney Wan on the knees. Zoe Wan digs it for SI. Sent over on a free ball by McDonald-O'Brien. Sarah Jones through the touch. Jones with their 5th kill. And we're tied at 1. Michelle Hines is in. She checks in for Jones. The Hines serve. Played by the Wildcats to the far side, Payne Cowley. Getting it is Hines as she went to the floor. And then Westerman drops the hammer, her 4th kill. And the Irish are in front. Pat O'Rourke with you here on BayPreps.com. If you want to purchase a copy of tonight's match, you can email me at pat@BayPreps.com. Bad pass. That is an ace. Hines, 8 points with her at the service line tonight. And the Irish are in front by a couple. The attack on the near side sent way too wide, or long, from Kemiji-McDonald. Hines again. Kemiji-McDonald makes the pass to Juan. The attack in the middle by McDonald-O'Brien, kept alive by Arce. Now it's Courtney Juan. Over to Garrison. Zoe Juan sets up on the other side. Diving play made by Arce, kept alive for Amanda Lee. Good free ball over as the Irish tracking down a lot of balls here. Arce went to the floor, she made that one, and then Hines bumps it over on a free ball. Wildcats in control again. The dink is blocked. Murdaugh with the stuff for Sacred Heart Cathedral. And the Irish, a good start to the third set, are up by 4. Hines, not a good pass. Far side, Cowley sends it through the block, but it is kept alive. Westerman with the opportunity. Getting it back. In the back row was Healy. Bumped up for Juan. Dug out by Garrison. Far side, the attack is blocked. And nobody's there for the second hit on St. Ignatius' side. And a timeout called by the SI bench. And their head coach, Michelle Rybka. Sacred Heart Cathedral, the quick start in this third set. After SI scored the opening point, the Irish have rattled off 6 in a row. Again, Thursday night, we'll be in Walnut Creek. Berean Christian against Northgate. Northgate won the first meeting there as they meet for the DVAL championship. Again, that's Thursday night. And I should note a time change on that. That actually is a 6 o'clock starting time. On Thursday night, Berean Christian and Northgate. Hines will serve. The Irish have scored 6 straight points, trying to go up 2 games to 1. Pass made by Healy. Attack, right-handed hit by Kemiji-McDonald, play by the Irish. Here's Courtney Juan getting blocked, but the block goes out of bounds. Courtney Juan's got 6 kills. Named first team all WCAL today. Trying to push it in the back and perfectly placing it was McDonald-O'Brien. She's got 7 kills, and the Wildcats get the needed side out. Kemiji-McDonald to Courtney Juan. Juan gets it back. Dug out by Kemiji-McDonald, but it hits the basketball hoop up above and comes down quickly. And you can still play it there, but when it takes that type of ricochet, tough to get in a position. Lee serves. The attack by McDonald-O'Brien, played by the Irish. Here's Courtney Juan trying to go down the line, but sending it too wide. Kemiji-McDonald-O'Brien serving for SI. Goes to Juan. Near side. The attack is good by Krismani because the Wildcats were in the net. Stephanie Lee in for Arce. Derigi in for Westerman. With the Irish up 6. Attack through the touch by Westelek. Kept alive Irish. Courtney Juan tries to attack to her right, but sends it too wide. Back in for SI is Mary Shepard. Shepard will serve here. Bumped up for Juan. She's on the other side this time. Diving dig made by Shepard. Sent over on a free ball to Stephanie Lee in the back. Amanda Lee, that is. And then the attack by Krismani is good. Irish back in front by a half dozen. Sarah Jones in for Hines. Courtney Wan serves. The attack on the far side by Healy. Quick slide over. And unable to play it is Sacred Heart. SI back within 5. Prismani makes the pass. Set back up over the far side to Lee. Quick tap over is blocked. Kept alive for the Wildcats. Now it's Kemiji-McDonald. Slide over by Amanda Lee, but she's going to get 2 hits. Actually, Stephanie Lee getting called for 2 hits. And the Wildcats are within 4. Serving, Healy. Not a good set, but Sarah Jones able to muscle it through anyway. Jones with 6 kills.
Serving for the Irish, number 9, Daniela Prismani.
Prismani serves here. Irish jumped out big in this 3rd set, scored 6 unanswered points to go up 6-1. Wildcats go to Kemiji-McDonald. Easy play for Sarah Jones. Now Stephanie Lee. Dug out by Garrison. Bumped up for Healy behind that 3-meter line. Sends it over to Krismani. Here's Murdoch. Dug out through a touch by Garrison, the libero. Healy tries it again. Sends it too long. Krismani gets another service opportunity here with the Irish up 6. Attack on the far side is through and good for Kemiji-McDonald. Libero Amanda Lee back in for Sacred Heart. Garrison will serve. Goes to Lee. DeRigi does the setting for Murdoch. Healy, good dig in the back, bumped up Garrison. Far side, the attack by Kemiji-McDonald. Here's Stephanie Lee, dug out in a dive by Healy. Kemiji-McDonald is blocked. Looked like somebody made contact in the net, no call. Healy tries to play it short to Jones, who had to dive to get it. Jones standing, sends it back over to Healy. The attack, dug out by Lee, Amanda Lee, then sent over on a free ball by Amanda Lee. Great job by Sacred Heart to keep it alive. Far side, Kemiji-McDonald.